That's the wrong key. Stay tuned. God bless you, friends. Thank you for joining me on Morning Nuggets. This is yours truly, Pastor Nate. And as always, it is my absolute pleasure every time I can come and speak with you. I pray this video finds you well. And if you like what you will have heard before the end of this video, do not forget to smash that subscribe button. It's the wrong key. Psalms 100 does say, make a joyful noise unto the Lord. And down through the years, many musicians and singers and others use the scripture just to justify their lack of due diligence, their lack of preparation. In other words, to justify their laziness because they didn't put in the work to improve. Now, I like to make a joyful noise alone with singing with excellence. I didn't say you have to be perfect, but we certainly have to practice. We certainly have to put in the time before we get before the Lord and before we get before the people on Sunday morning. There's a saying that says practice makes perfect, but I like to modify that by saying perfect practice makes perfect. Now, I have this rule that I've learned, developed down through the years. I would not play for anyone if I hadn't practiced with you. I don't care if you singing Mary Had a Little Lamb, and the chords can't get no easier than that. The reason being is you may sing it differently, you may hear it differently, and because we didn't develop that energy and synergy the day before or during our practice time, it may not go well. I've been embarrassed down through the years just by jumping up on the keyboard, jumping up on the piano, playing for somebody, thinking I got this because this song is easy. Get up there, it's in the wrong key, or they singing it differently, and it's just a train wreck. No more. People would call me, Pastor Nate, I need you to come in, and I'm not the best musician, but I can get through a service. Pastor Nate, I need you to play for me. I got these events coming up. When can we meet? When can we practice? Because I want to make sure the range is right, the key is right. We need to know the cue when you come in or when I come in, what have you. We have to do that or else I'm of no service. Friend, listen, I believe in giving God the best. We prepare for everything else that we want to excel at. We put the time in, we put the effort in, I would think. Why not do it for God? As I stated before, we were taught, make a joyful noise. And that scripture is true. I'm not discounting that. We want to make a joyful noise. But we also want to give God our best when we come before Him. Which leads me to my next point. For those of you who saying, as long as you making a joyful noise, why should you worry about skill or sounding the best? Because we love God, and when you love someone, you want to give them your best. Now, in 1 Chronicles, the 9th chapter, it talks about how the singers, the Levites, how they were appointed to be singers day and night. That was their craft. That was a skill, I'm sure, over time. It was a practice. And I'm sure when they were appointed, they just didn't appoint anyone just to make a joyful noise. Yes, that was part of it. But they appointed someone who knew their job well. When you hire someone, if you're managers or any type of person who works in the capacity of hiring people, you're going to find the best. That's why they have auditions. Let me see what you're working with. What's your experience? We have to operate in excellence. I've worked with someone and didn't practice, and it was a nightmare. And it was something like this.
For your glory, I will do.
Wrong key, girl.
I know. For your glory, I have perfect pitch, baby. I will do.
Or like this. Now, I know sometimes we all have our off days. We all have our bad days. No matter how good you are, no matter how you practice, and there are some factors that can determine that. Maybe your voice is not the best. Maybe you're not as focused as you need. Maybe you're distracted, and we go through those. We have those one-offs. But as long as they're not a practice, for example, we have professional singers who can sing the house down, but even those people have their bad days. As you can see, Vicki Winans, I love her voice, and that's not to say that Vicki can't sing. That doesn't turn me off. It was just a bad day. So if you know you're not your best and you're going to go into a church service and sing or minister, maybe you should change the song. Maybe get a song that would probably be more befitting for that time that you're in. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments in the comment section. Thank you for joining me. In the meantime, in between time, be at peace and not in pieces.